Welcome to the goals video. Your coaches asked you to have a look at the goals video. You've started a coaching engagement, or you've been coached for a little bit and your goals perhaps aren't quite clear, or your goals aren't real passionate. So here's how to identify your real passion and the importance of having really strong goals. The science of goals, there is a science to it. How do you identify your goals? Where do your goals come from? How passionate are you about your goals? Are your goals truly yours? And I love that question because I ask that of coaching clients often, or even teams or organizations, because we need to make sure that we're setting goals that are true to what you believe in and true to things that you want to achieve. We often get influenced by our partners or our peers or our leaders and by organizational influences. So are these goals truly yours? How deep do you go when you think about your goals? It's an interesting question, because do you really take time to think about it over a day or a week, or do you just really reflect on where you want to go? So there is a science to it, and it's around setting really good gut, heart, and head goals. So values are an often great part of where I get people to start. And I want you to think about your values. Think about what's really important to you. What values do you have written down? Do you have, 5 or 10 key values? As a business or an organization, or even as a team, you may have worked on this together and have some core values, that you have a value statement. If you haven't, I'd encourage you to do this with your coach, because I think even just starting at that point before you start setting your goals is really important. Let's get into the micro level of the goal, because the micro level is where it truly happens. If you want something you've never had, you must be willing to do something you've never done before. And that's what a goal is. You want something, you're thinking about something, whether it's 12 months, 2 years, 5 years away, that you need to really understand how deep do you go. So in your brain, you have these neural pathways that are connected, and they're being connected from the day you're born, and you're creating new ones all the time. So you're going to have to create neural pathways to achieve something new. It is a real science, and you must really tap into your subconscious brain to truly understand what that goal may be. So how does that look? Well, let's just talk about that first. Conscious brain versus subconscious brain. And you would have heard that we only use 10% of our brain. We have this little voice in our head. They're saying something to us 40 to 60,000 times a day, that constant internal conversation. But that is really powerful, and it gives you your willpower. It gives you how you analyze and make decisions and drive your thinking. Some of us are overthinkers. Some of us, really like to process things, but it's a constant conversation in your head. Whereas your subconscious, which is a lot larger than your conscious brain, drives your beliefs, your values, your emotions, your habits, your imagination, your intuition. When you go and brush your teeth, you don't think about it greatly anymore, or ride a bike. So you need to tap into your subconscious mind to really feel through what it is that you'd like to achieve. And this is how you do it. You need to relax, and you must get into the alpha state. It's interesting, there are quite a few variations of what the alpha state means, but in my goal setting process, and what I would like you to do in this video, is to relax, be in a relaxed state. Okay? The alpha state is the speed of the brain. How your brain operates at different speeds: gamma, beta, alpha, theta, delta. Okay, so gamma's right now, you're sitting here watching a video with me, listening to my voice, watching the slides. That's awareness. And alertness is when you get a little bit more into something, you're really alert. Well, alpha is at that relaxed state. And I've heard different sports people, professionals, talk about getting in the zone. And the alpha state is that, getting in the zone too. So you can be relaxed, totally focused on something. And you would have had this at work. You've been totally in the zone, focusing on a project or a piece of work, and all of a sudden you look up and wow, 2 hours has disappeared. Same the sports arena. People get into the sports arena and they're totally focused, and they're focused on just performing at their maximum level. So the alpha state is where true subconscious and conscious mind can meet. Future pace. The future is now. To get in the alpha state, there is 5 clear steps. But what I mean by future pace is thinking forward into the future. Thinking forward into what does the future look like. And what am I talking about? Well, that feeling where you've achieved something, achieved success, you've set a goal, and that moment has now happened. It's pacing that future expectation of when that goal will be achieved, like an athlete standing on the podium getting their gold medal. It is a point in time that they've achieved it. So future pace is where you must set the strong emotive goal. Let's get into the alpha space, okay? Because in that alpha state, you can truly relax. So simple step. First, breathe. Nice and deep, big breath. Let the oxygen get into your lungs, and that slows down your blood cells. So that slows down your heart rate. Deep breath. Count backwards. 80, 79, 78, 76, 75, 74. By counting backwards, you cannot think about anything else. So keep breathing. Keep counting backwards. And then if you're in a nice quiet space, which I hope you are, sitting down, focus on something on the wall opposite you, just a little dot or something specific. Keep breathing, keep counting backwards, 50, 49, 48, 47. And around that thing that you're focusing on, it'll come a bit blurry, okay? And you just keep focusing, because what you're doing is zoning in on a particular thing. Keep breathing, keep counting backwards, so that's eliminating any thoughts that are coming in. If they do come in, just let them go. Keep counting backwards, keep breathing. And here's the trick. By focusing on that thing, you now need to look up as high as you possibly can and shut your eyes. That's tricking your brain into the alpha state, because in the alpha state, well, what happens in the alpha state at night time when you're going to sleep and you just doze off, your eyes actually roll back into your head and look at your subconscious mind, which is where your dreams come from, and that rapid eye movement sort of happens in that sort of process. So this tricks your brain into the alpha state. So you should feel a little wave of relaxation come over your body when you close your eyes and you look up and close your eyes. It just relaxes you and it puts you in a nice state. Now open your eyes, nice and relaxed. Now imagine yourself having that feeling sometime in the future. Let your mind run free. What feelings come through? What's important to you? Think of a special event, birthdays, work anniversary, presentation, whatever it might be. Think of a time in the future, 12 months, 2 years, 5 years. For me personally, I like to go at least 5 years with a good, strong, future-paced emotional goal, because it gives me a real landmark of what would my life look like, feel like, be like in that future state. So let your mind run free and start letting things just pop in. Don't force it. Just let things pop into your mind. Just imagine that anniversary or whatever the event is. For me, Christmas Day has been one I've used for many years. Sitting around the table for Christmas lunch, enjoying the company of my family, and knowing that I've achieved some great outcomes. So once you've got that, it's taking that idea, that goal, and then transforming it into a plan and into actions. We have other videos. We've got a whole suite of different planning tools and action tools, but you are now truly understanding what a good goal is and what a good passionate goal is, because you've let that come through. Well done. You've now got a great goal in your mind if you've done this process properly. And the next step is quite simple. You now need to plan and now need to action. And I'm sure with the great coach that you have, you'll be able to really design an amazing plan and take some amazing actions in your life and get some great outcomes. So thanks for watching the video. Look forward to catching up with you on the next one.